I'm ready to talk about movie number 1546. This movie is the SpongeBob movie 4, Search for SquarePants. The SpongeBob movie 4, Search for SquarePants, is a 2025 movie directed by Derek Dryman. It's from Paramount Animation, Nickelodeon Movies, and Domain Entertainment. I saw this movie on January 1st, 2026 at Cinemark Oakley Station SD in Oakley, Ohio. While Anaconda was the last movie that I saw in the movie theater in 2025, the SpongeBob movie 4, Search for SquarePants, is the first movie that I saw in the movie theater in 2026, and it was really good. So the SpongeBob movie 4, Search for SquarePants, is the fourth theatrical SpongeBob movie to be ever released in theaters after the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 1 from 2004, the SpongeBob movie 2, Sponge Out of Water from 2015, and the SpongeBob movie 3, Sponge on the Run from 2021. Of course, that was released on Paramount Plus, but it was released in theaters in some countries. But anyway, Search for SquarePants is the fourth SpongeBob movie ever made, based on the TV series SpongeBob SquarePants. And SpongeBob SquarePants is a sponge from Bikini Bottom, and he wants to be a big guy. And he wants to prove that he is loyal, brave, and has a lot of courage to Mr. Krabs. And he wants to be a swashbuckler. Well, let's just say he gets the chance to become a swashbuckler when the Flying Dutchman approaches him and gives him challenges for him to become a swashbuckler. In reality, the Flying Dutchman has been cursed, and to reverse this curse, he must find the world's most innocent soul. And unfortunately for SpongeBob, that soul is his. The Flying Dutchman wants SpongeBob's soul so that he can reverse this curse. Will he be able to do this? While SpongeBob, along with his best friend Patrick, is summoned to the underworld by the Flying Dutchman, Mr. Krabs decides to save SpongeBob, and he brings Squidward and Gary along, and they go to the underworld to get SpongeBob back. Isn't it interesting that in a SpongeBob episode, Mr. Krabs sells SpongeBob for 62 cents, and now all of a sudden he wants to save SpongeBob? Interesting, right? You guys remember that episode when Mr. Krabs sells SpongeBob for 62 cents? Are you serious? I couldn't believe that. But anyway, at least in this movie, Mr. Krabs wants to save SpongeBob from the Flying Dutchman. And let's just say that Mr. Krabs has met the Flying Dutchman before, and it's not pretty. So the main message behind this movie is SpongeBob wanting to be a big guy. He wants to have bravery, courage, and be able to do big guy things, like maybe riding a scary roller coaster, or being a swashbuckler. But he isn't sure if he can do these things. But with the help of his friends, he might be able to become a big guy. But will he though? Oh, I thought this was pretty good. So, if you guys like the SpongeBob SquarePants TV series, I think you guys will like this movie as well. It's full of laughs, silliness. Sometimes SpongeBob and Patrick act very silly, maybe a little crazy and stupid at times, but overall, they are just fun-loving pals. So this movie has Tom Kenny voicing SpongeBob SquarePants along with Gary the Snail, Clancy Brown voices Mr. Krabs, Walter Bumphouse portrays Squidward Tentacles, Bill Fragerbach portrays Patrick Star, Carolyn Lawrence portrays Sandy Cheeks, Mr. Lawrence portrays Plankton, Regina Hall portrays Bob, who is the Flying Dutchman's assistant, Mark Hamill voices the Flying Dutchman. Interesting. George Lopez portrays J.K. Fishrips, a fish executive of Paramount. Wait, what? Before I continue with that, Isis or Ice Spice Gaston portrays a dictator fish. Arturo Castro portrays a Santa Monica ride operator, and Sherry Cora portrays a studio spokesperson and a Krusty Krab patron. So J.K. Fishrips, who I said was a fish executive at Paramount. Okay, so you know how there are some movies where they have something in the middle that's completely out of the ordinary, and it's what the heck? And it may be the fourth wall break. Let's just say this movie happens to have one of those scenes in the middle. I won't say what it is, but I was whoa, that was completely out of the ordinary. But anyway, I thought this movie was pretty good. And like I said, this was the fourth SpongeBob movie ever made. I know there was Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheat story, and Plankton, the movie that was released on Netflix, but those were more spin-off movies. While this movie is the fourth movie from SpongeBob that is focused on SpongeBob. And he wants to prove himself that he can be a big guy. By the way, there was a song called Big Guy in the movie. And it's pretty neat. So, will there be a fifth SpongeBob movie? We will see. But I have a feeling that SpongeBob SquarePants will live on for generations to come. Can you believe it made its debut back in 1999? Wow. That means we're getting closer to 30 years. Wow. So that's my movie review of the SpongeBob movie 4, Search for SquarePants, or Movie Talk. Please stay tuned for next movie talk. Alright, goodbye.